Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. This video will be the second part of our isometric drawing tutorial series. In the first part, we showed you how to draw an isometric drawing in AutoCAD. Be sure to check out our previous tutorial in this series before we start. In this part, we'll look at how to turn that drawing into an isometric illustration using Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. Let's open AutoCAD file in Illustrator and edit the house drawing we drew in the first part. When you open the AutoCAD file, Illustrator will prompt you with the Options panel. In this panel, you'll find options for importing the file at different scales and handling its layers. Before changing the unit of measurement, we check which unit of measurement we use for drawing in the AutoCAD file. And here is our drawing. We resize the artboard according to the drawing. As you can see, we have same layers with AutoCAD file in Adobe Illustrator. Before coloring, we set the stroke weight from the stroke panel. We group all the drawings by selecting them, thus consolidating them into the same layer. We copy the group and paste it onto new layers. To paste copied drawing into the same exact position, we use Paste in Place command. Now we'll paint the drawing in the first layer with the Live Paint tool using the color palette that we created. We use patterns to add texture to certain areas. We have prepared a package of all the axonometric blocks and patterns we used in this video. The link is in the description box below. To darken the color of the green pattern, we're painting the same area in the preferred shade of green on another layer and reducing its opacity to make the texture visible. We draw the glasses on a new layer. We give the glass effect by reducing their opacity. We're adding texture and coloring for the exterior walls in the same way we did for the green areas. We're changing the stroke color to white. Let's fill our drawing with furnitures and people from the package that we prepared. We will mask the furniture with clipping mask to control the visibility of blocks within a defined area. We select the blocks and make them softer by reducing their opacity. And this is how our illustration is completed. If you want, you can use it this way for your works, or you can make it more defined by adding topography. To create an isometric drawing, we're copying the grid from the prepared package and resizing it, then using it as a guide for our drawing. If you have a specific topography, you can export it from 3D programs and use it in your illustration. If you want to create a topography without a model, you can draw it following the steps we've taken, shaping your topography with different slopes at different points. We add contour lines with pen and curvature tool. We create 3 separate layers for topography. The first layer will be for lines, the second layer will be for color, and the third will be for texture. To scale a texture, go to the Object menu and select Transform and Scale to open the Scale panel. Make sure that the Transform Patterns option is selected and the Transform Objects option is unchecked. We're changing the stroke color to white. We're adding shadows to the contour lines to give them dimension. To add a shadow in Adobe Illustrator, go to the Effect menu at the top of the screen. In the Effects menu, click to stylize and then select Drop Shadow. You can adjust various settings such as the opacity, level, and color of the shadow from Drop Shadow panel. We are adding texture and color to background. We're rotating the line pattern to be parallel to the topography. To rotate the pattern, go to the Object menu at the top of the screen, select Transform and Rotate. In the Rotate dialog box, you can enter the rotation angle in degrees, and also you can use the Preview option to see how the rotation affects your object in real time. Our illustration is done. Now we can export it as JPEG and open it in Photoshop to edit. In Photoshop, we start editing by selecting Dark Faded preset from Adjustment panel to create a darker atmosphere in our illustration. And then we select Camera Raw Filter from Filter menu for more extensive and precise adjustments. We add grain and adjust the options such as exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, and more. Export the illustration as JPEG again. This is the final result after editing. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.